What?
What's up, guys? Today we're going to do another element eval of the Hawk Razor ShortMAX sticks. So these are the sticks that we used all year long doing all of our hanging hunts, okay? We liked them, they worked well, but there are some things that we kind of didn't jive too well with. The first thing being, okay, they don't nest together well at all. We actually had to use a bungee strap all year long around these things to keep them together. They kind of want to act like they go together. There's some little grooves for it, but it's not solid. And whenever you're packing in 1.5 miles and you got these things strapped to your backpack, they just don't stay together and they clank and make a bunch of noise. So this bungee strap around them makes them real tight. It works pretty well.
The next thing we noticed is when we bought these, we thought, well, there's 4 to a set. That'll help us to get further up in the tree, and really it ended up weighing quite a bit. It was pretty heavy. I think they're, what, 2.5 pounds each, so that's a 10-pound bundle right there. And when you're heading into public land, that's just, that doesn't cut it most of the time.
So you're packing it on public land, you get to the stand, you take the bundle apart, you pick up this heavy thing, and you start unwrapping it to get the buckle attachment off and ready to go, all right? It makes a little noise.
Yeah.
Metal buckle right here, okay? A lot of noise when it's going around a tree, banging around. Flip these things out. Oh, a little complicated, and you toss it all the way around the tree, all right? A little cumbersome, really loud, really shiny.
That too. And one thing I noticed is climbing up this thing on the tree, I'm kind of a baby when it comes to my hands probably, but you know, these things, like, they just dig into your hands pretty good. I found myself grabbing right here a lot. I mean, this is being nitpicky a bit, but you know, this is how we see it, and we used them all year, so this is something that obviously bothered us throughout the year.
One thing about these that I didn't really understand the function of, but it wasn't really a problem, is that these steps fold out. I know other sticks on the market have like solid steps, right? And for some reason these are made to fold in and out. I get it, it's a little more compact, but at the end of the day, they're still really big, right? So like the compactness doesn't make a difference, and they actually nest together better out, okay? And whenever you go to moving these around, there's noise there, all right? And whenever you're doing a hanging hunt on public land, trying to set up on a big buck who you might be 100 yards from his bed, that noise don't cut it.
The good. First of all, one thing we noticed is that we had 4 of these, like I said, and yeah, it was a little bit heavy, but it allowed us to get way up in trees. And also, because they're shorter, we were able to use these in between tree limbs and then use a tree limb to step up, you know, maybe 4 or 5 feet to the next step. So it allowed us to get really high in some of the trees, which is an advantage when you have to pack everything in on your back on public land.
And I know we've talked about how heavy they are, but that kind of has an advantage too, because your life's kind of resting on these things. You fall off a stick breaks, a stick bends, you might hurt yourself. So it's nice that they're heavy, but they're heavy duty, right? So they're made of aircraft aluminum, really solid, you know, double beam construction here as opposed to a single down the middle, and never had an issue with, I guess, function or safety on them. Another nice thing about these Razor ShortMAXs is that they go up pretty fast, okay? I know this buckle makes a little noise, but once you get used to it, it's not that big of a deal, right? This thing goes right in there, like that, cinches around the tree, and you're set, okay? The cool thing about these buckles is that they actually can clip onto your belt loops or on your belt. You can put 3 of these sticks on your belt, 1 on the tree, hit up the tree, and in 10 minutes, you're set. You're in your tree stand.
And one thing I noticed was that, you know, it does have a metal buckle, but it has a plastic clip, so they're pretty quiet when they come onto the, you know, when they finally clip on. You just got to be careful looping them around the tree so that this doesn't hit. So at season's end, these sticks really worked well for us. They were a little heavy. They did make it kind of cumbersome to get in the tree, but once you started climbing them, they worked really well. I don't think they're the perfect answer, but that doesn't mean I am sad we used them this year. We are going to look around some of the other Hawk products and some of the other products on the market too and see what would work best for us. Something that I did make a little modification to in season is that, okay, see this little brass buckle right here? On the one that's the bottom on the tree, like eye level for a deer, I actually took athletic tape, if I can get this off here, and I'll just show you like this, and put it around the buckle. So my buckle's black, not shiny, and I don't know if that was just peace of mind for me or it actually helped, but
never had a deer see our sticks all year, so
Yeah,
hey, it
yeah.
worked, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, not the perfect answer, but a good one.